Good morning, students. Myself, Assistant Professor Sagar Vyavhare, and today we're going to present topic inheritance from the subject Core Java. Okay, so let's start with the topic. So, what is inheritance first of all? So, inheritance is one of the core concept of object-oriented programming language. What inheritance do? Basically, inheritance allows a new class, also known as child class, to acquire the properties and behavior of existing class, that is also called as parent class. So parent class have some properties which will be directly used by child class. So what it promotes? It promotes code's reusability and method overriding, which we have discussed in last video. How to achieve this? How a class can achieve or to acquire the properties of another class. So there is a keyword extend which will help us to get or acquire the properties of another class. Now how to do this? We will see example of each one of the kind of inheritance. So let's start. Before that we'll see what are the advantages of using inheritance in any object-oriented programming language. So first one is it promotes code reusability. So if parent class have created some code, child class need not have to create that code or write that code again. You just need to inherit that super class, or you can say parent class, and you are ready with the methods which are already created by your parent class. So code reusability, same code is reused by the child, and that's why we say promotes code reusability. Second one is simplifies code maintenance. So child need not have to worry about the code maintenance. If you maintain a code, you change the code or you upgraded the code, you need to do it at one place only, which is your parent class. The same will be reflected in your child class. So simplifies code maintenance. Third advantage is supports method overriding and polymorphism. Overriding means what? Child class as well as parent class can have same methods, and as per the requirement we can call respective methods. It improves inheritance, improves readability, and reduces redundancy in your code. Let's see what is the syntax of inheritance. So see, there is a class parent, okay, and there is a parent class members. Now if this parent class feature child want to use features of parent class, so the child class can extend the parent. So you can see here extend keyword is used. Child extends parents. Okay, so by defaultly once you use this syntax, whatever properties are there, whatever methods are there in parent class are ready to use for child class. Okay, so let's go in more detail. What are the types of inheritance in Java? So first type is single inheritance, where one class inherited by only one other class. A class is inherited by only one other class, then this kind of inheritance is called a single inheritance. Second is multi-level inheritance, where a class is inherited by more than one class, and that class is also inherited by someone else. Let's talk about, say, a class A is there, which is inherited by class B, and the class B is also inherited by some other class, which is C. So that is what called as multi-level inheritance. Multiple levels are there. Okay. Next is hierarchical inheritance, where we one class is inherited by, let's say A class is there, is inherited by class B as well as class C. So that is hierarchical inheritance. Then multi-level inheritance, using extend keyword you cannot use this. There is a interface concept called interface which you must use in order to do multiple inheritance. In multiple inheritance, what will happen exactly? A class can extend the features, or class can use the features of multiple classes at the same time. That is what multiple inheritance is. And the last one is the hybrid inheritance, which is basically a combination of through interfaces. Let's go in more detail and talk about examples of each one of them. Okay, so let's start with, first of all, single inheritance example. So here you can see there is a class animal, there is a class dog. Dog is extending animal. Dog is extending animal. So dog have power to use whatever method there in animal class. The dog need not have to create that method again because it is already created in animal. He just use directly just by creating the object. Let's see what is there. In class animal, we have created method eat, which is printing eating. Then class dog, which extends animal. Dog have its own method bark, which will print message barking. And there is a one more main class, that is test inheritance, in which we have created object of dog class D. Okay, now see, you can see D class can call method eat and also bark. Bark is created inside dog, but it is not there in animal. It is not there in dog. Still, dog's object, dog class D object, can easily access method from animal class. It's just because of dog is extending animal class. Okay, so easy. Okay, so let's start with the second example, that is multi-level inheritance. Here you can see that class animal have method eat, class dog have method bark, and dog class is now extended by class puppy. Got it? So animal class is extended by dog class is extended by puppy class. So multi-level inheritance is there. Levels, level 1, at level 1 is animal class, at level 2 dog class, and level 3 puppy class is there. Got it? And you can see that in the last, that is test multi-level, we have created object for only puppy class. Now puppy class can access method from its own method, that is whip. Puppy class can access method of dog class, which is bark, and puppy can also access method from animal class, which is eat method. So that is what example of multi-level inheritance. Got it? So let's talk about next, that is hierarchical inheritance. You can see animal class is there, which is extended by dog class. Animal is also extended by cat class. So one class is extended by two class. That is what the example is. Example of hierarchical inheritance. In main method, that is test hierarchical, you can see that we have created objects for dog class as well as cat class, and dog can access method of animal as well as self method, that is bark method and eat method. Cat can call method from its parent class, that is animal, which is eat method, and its own method, which is meow. Okay, this is what example of hierarchical inheritance. Multi-level inheritance, which is done using interface, but we'll see more detail about this concept in inheritance topic. Okay, so we'll just go ahead, and thank you so much for today joining us. Have a nice day.